week's town call is at the Nurburgring 24-hour layout with a Porsche 911 Carrera RS 911. These town calls out there, not that good at the Nurburgring. Chuck this one out there. First corner, look out for that 150 board. Just as you get to that, you want to get hard on the brakes. Down into second, roll through the corner with trail braking, press towards the right hand side as much as possible. Accelerate just a slight bit and early onto the brakes before this dark patch of tarmac. Keep it in second, roll through the corner and then accelerate out of there. Really on the throttle there, just a slight tap and then the brakes quite early. As these two tracks meet, where these two white lines meet, that's where you just tap the brakes down into third, carry some speed through there, accelerate, and as the curb on the left ends or the one on the right starts, that's where you'll start braking. Basically you just straighten up a bit onto the brakes in second, roll through the corner, exit out in second. Keep towards the left over here. As you get to this curb and it starts, that's where you'll start braking. Down into second again, roll through the corner, exit out in second, accelerate quite early, feel like you've got push wide like I was over there, short shift into third, press toward the right hand side, and as you mount this curve, short shift into fourth, you can take this section flat, turn in early, let it understeer a bit, the weight transfer time, move the car around a bit. It's quite easy to catch this one, straighten up the wheel, as the tarmac transitions over here and you get to the dark patch before the 100 board, onto the brakes, down into third, accelerate through that corner, press towards the left hand side, and as you straighten up over here, you just want to lift off, tap the brakes a bit, keep it in third, accelerate out of there as early as possible. Easy through this section, off the curb a bit, keep it flat, you should make it through there just far. Looking out for the 50 board now, just between the 150 board, so you're going to brake. So at this point you're going to brake, down into third, carry some speed through that chicane over there, accelerate through there, and as you get to this pit entry over here, just use it as a bit of a distance marker. Just as you straighten up, you want to start getting into the brakes, down into second, go through the corner and accelerate out of there. Got it go straight over here, so just as you get to past that barrier on the right hand side, that's when you start braking, down into second, accelerate out of there quickly. The section is flat, far, unfortunately, fourth if you want to. Just turn in early, let the understeer and recon to do its thing. As you straighten up and the tarmac darkens, you're going to use this as a bit of a distance marker. Yes, tap the brakes, down to third, accelerate through there, carry as much speed as possible. You can see I'm just on and off the throttle here, and that's basically how I got through this whole Porsche like section. Put the brakes over there, just tap it but keep it in third and accelerate out as quickly as possible. You carry quite a bit of speed through here because it's straight. Keep it in fourth. Now as you mount this crest over here and you get to that white mark on the tarmac, you just want to lift off so slightly, not completely off, like weight transfer. Just a slight bit so you can make it through that section and then flat out. Flat through the section, tuck it into fifth. Start pressing the right hand side over here. Just as you get to this section and this little bit of a dip, you want to start lifting off. You don't need to brake, just lift. Or you want to lift a lot more if you want to just keep it balanced. If you're struggling, and then as you straighten up over here, you want to just start hitting the brakes quite early onto the brakes there, down in third, accelerate out of there, carry as much speed as possible. You can get quite squiggly if you can't carry too much speed through this, just lifting off quite a bit, and then the brakes as soon as it straightens up. Flat out through this section. As you get to this corner, press toward the right hand side. As you get to this point, use that white sign as a bit of a distance marker. Brake early, into fourth, accelerate a bit, down in third, onto the brakes, accelerate a bit again, second, try to carry some speed over here, press toward the left hand side, just lift and balance on the throttle to get to the right hander, accelerate out of it second. Start pressing to the right hand side over here, take the wide line through this small king. as you get to this point, you just want to lift off. You don't need to brake, just lift off early, turn in, very speed through there, and before the end of the curb over here, as you start straightening up, that's where you put the brakes early, into third, accelerate through that section. As you get to this dip over here, so braking early, keep it in third. Now this is where a lot of times we speed up, not that good at this section. Wow, let's look at what I did. As you get to the curb over here on the right hand side, that's when you start braking, step the brakes, keep it in fourth if you want to. I was just in third, but I felt like I was pushed too wide. Did it in fourth a couple of times. As you get to this corner, you start braking, down in fourth, and then as you straighten up over here, third and then second. Brake quite a bit over here, so that you can take that left hand, let's go to the right one. Accelerate out of there. As you get to this next thing, you press it towards the right hand side first, and then before you get to the end of the curb, or as you pass that building on the right, that's when you start braking, down into third, try to carry as much speed as possible through there. As you reach the curb on the left hand side over here, you just want to tap the brakes, lift off early so that you can carry speed through there. I did go a little bit too much and out to the rear, so the car got unsettled, lost some time there. Let through this section, and then you press towards the left over here, and as you just pass that blue marker on the track, start braking, down into third, try to carry as much speed as possible through here, long back straight, and you're going uphill, getting speed through that exit is quite important. Chuck it into fourth, and then you're going to keep it there. Quite a long section, all of this is flat out. Turn in early, not unsettling the car aggressively. Then as you approach this right hander, you just want to keep it towards the right, because now you're going to prepare for the one part where you need to slow down a bit. You see I'm going towards the right, so that it's straight behind that. And I was lifting off quite early over here, tried braking, but that unsettles the car. You can't tap the brakes just to lift off early if you need to, but not able to there, you should be able to there. Take the brakes as you want speed. Left through there, just careful on weight transfer, and as this curb starts on the left hand side, you start braking, down into second, carry some speed through there, you pass the marshal, you can accelerate out of there. Keep it in third as you get to the carousel. As you reach this last kink over here in the curb, you can see it starts moving away from you. That's when you start braking, put it down into second, patient on the throttle through here. I short shifted over there, but you can exit in second. There's slight possibility of unsettling the car. Back through this section, prepare early for the left-hander. As you get to this next curve over here, you start to lift off. Track it through to the left-hander. Here down, too much speed like I did over there. Now steering out to third. This whole back section again quite difficult for me. So I was just trying to be as cautious as possible, get too many go too aggressively or being prepared for a quarter. You can see I lost it over there as well. So yeah, not ideal through this section, but just conservative, play between third and fourth, should be fine to make it through here. As you get downhill over here, in third, brake and lead off speed, and again over here, go on the right, start braking, just keeping it in third, exit out in case through there, press towards the right hand side, and again tap the brakes, accelerate out early over here because you're going uphill. You just want to take a wide line, and then in third, and accelerate early. All of this is downhill, and there's a bit of a jump here, so that's where you just be careful now, getting off the throttle early, so the car doesn't get too unsettled through there. Accelerate through there, just lifting off the throttle where fly cars using it. You want to carry as much speed as possible through this section. See how I see up over there, get the lines right and just go flat out through there. Keep it in fourth over here, and then marshal box kind of thing possible over there on the right, that you will start braking down in third. Do this whole section, just keep it in third. Mini carousel again, just tap the brakes, keep it in third. You can go slightly wider, so get on the throttle quite early. Obviously now starting to prepare for the back straight. So I'm carry as much speed as possible. You can see over here I was just lifting off and turning in early on that first one. Let it understeer a bit and you want to be as out as possible. So turn in early. Your more steering angle if you need to, should be fine to make it to the left. Back straight, nothing much to do here. Obviously that gantry has a bit of a buffer, in the low 5850s over there. You can make it the whole time comfortably. At this point you want to start wrapping the car. You're going to take that bit of the left hand over there flat, towards the right so that you get straight on this one. I was lifting off early again. I don't know, it's my lap up right towards the end, and that's where it's braking down into third, accelerate out of there as quickly as possible. This one finally managed to flip into the 40s, 7.9.